Hey bike, it's me, and well, I've got the new issue of SFX, and this is for April 2026. Yes. So, let me just get on with it. Otherwise, you know what I'm like. I go on a bit, don't I? So we've got here on the front The Boys. Now I know that is a really well thought of series. I've never seen it, but I would imagine a lot of people are really looking forward to that. So that's there. And then, what else have we got? Star Wars here, a bit about Star Wars. Darth Maul, it'll be Shadow Lord. Sith happens. Yes, we'll see what that's about. Then over there we've got a new Netflix horror series. Something very bad is going to happen, it says here. Then we've got Blake 7, which is another looking back. It says a classic reborn. Oh, so I don't know. I'll find out what that's about. And then Making a Fallout, behind the scenes secrets. So that's from Fallout. So let's go through this then, what we've got here. Right, the first bit here. It's a film called Exit 8, and it looks like it's based on a Japanese video game, and it's in the cinemas from the 24th of April. I know nothing about that, but some of you might do. Japanese looks interesting, I suppose. And then we've got here. This is a series called From. It's on MGM US from 19th of April, on UK to be confirmed, it said. So that is called From. Yeah, I think I've heard this mentioned a few times before. Yeah. So let's go to the next one. This is a new mini-series. This looks like a comic. It's after taking on Thunderbolts, the Sentry returns. It's the Sentry. There we are. Thunderbolts. We've heard of them. Yeah. And then this is an action horror comedy. They Will Kill You. And this is in the cinemas from the 27th of March. So, there we are. Look at that. And then, what have we got here? The Handmaid's Tale gets a sequel series. The Testaments, and this is on Hulu in the USA and Disney Plus International. Oh, right. So you got Disney Plus. Might be interesting. It's called The Testaments. I've heard of The Handmaid's Tale, but I've not seen it. And then there's some more sort of comics here looking at. It says Catfight, Thundercats. Oh yeah, I've heard of the cartoon of the Thundercats. There we are. And then here we've got Forbidden Fruits, which is in the US cinemas from 27th of March and UK as a release date. So I think this looks like is this some sort of kind of horror thing? I don't know, but there we are, probably. There we are. Forbidden Fruits. Is it a juicy one? I don't know. That's one here. Universal's Fan Fest Nights. Oh dear. What can I say about this? Universal Hollywood. It's something you can visit there. We're all going to just go there, you know, over to Hollywood. Of course we are. Yes. Oh dear. Then we've got here. It's just sort of bits of genre news. It's called, like, animated spin-off from Stranger Things, Tales from 85. I know Stranger Things was being everybody always talks about Stranger Things. Yeah. What I was going to say about that. Then, here we've got an obituary, and yes, this is Rob Grant from 1955 to 2026. He was the co-creator of Red Dwarf. Yes, brilliant. Now, here is another actor who I always think played such a great role. It's Tom Noonan. And of course, he was in the original and best, in my opinion, 80s Manhunter. Yes, that is absolutely brilliant. Hannibal Lecter was played by Brian Cox. But this guy, he was brilliant. He was so scary. Really, oh yeah, brilliant. He was brilliant. Love that, absolutely love that film. Very 80s, and it works well. And then here's about The Boys. So there you are. If you know about The Boys, you might be excited. I know nothing about it, but there we are. I think, is it kind of a sort of anti-superhero thing? I don't know. I really don't know much about it. I think it's a twist on the superheroes. And then this is somebody called, trying to think, Vought Rising. Colby Minifer talks about Ashley's new powers and sticking with Homelander. So I think this again is linked with that series. There is actress talking about her role there. And then here we've got Jesse T. Husher and joining the Resistance. I don't know much about it, but there we are. Right. There's a bit more here. Oh yeah, it is all linked with the boys. Yeah. There we are. So I don't know much about it and anything. Right. Now this is more Shadow Lord, which looks like a TV series, another Star Wars kind of TV series, which is inevitable. They really try and, well, they have done, create anything connected with Star Wars. I know Darth Maul was quite a popular character in Phantom Menace, isn't it? But he didn't, that's it. He hasn't appeared in anything else as far as I know. So it's on Disney Plus from the 6th of April. So it's not a cinematic one. which I always am a bit dubious about, but it could be good. I don't know. And then, oh yes, then there's another Mummy coming out. I'm sure that there was one earlier in the year. This is Lee Cronin. I think it's his franchise, and it's the Mummy. Gosh, it's not a bad picture. I don't know. It seems to be one that they've been really trying to develop, the Mummy, but whether they have any success, it's always been a bit of a sort of the Mummies series is, and they're not always as popular, I don't think, but they can be quite interesting. You can go into various areas. Let's see. It's in cinemas from the 17th of April, so that's not far away, is it? What about it? Yeah. Be interesting. If it's maybe a new take on it, it might be interesting. The Duffer Brothers, they were involved in Stranger Things. What's this? First production since Stranger Things. Something very bad is going to happen. Right. So that's it. There's more of this, and that's Netflix. It's a Netflix thing. Is that good straight to Netflix? I don't know. It might be. It might not. If you're a fan of the Stranger Things thing, you might be very interested in it. Let's have a look here. Now, Blake 7. Meet the team who are going to bring Blake 7 back to the screen. And there's a quote here. You have to be true to the spirit of the show. Spot on. It has to be very much the spirit of the show. Will it be any good? Is it going to be another remake that we're all going to say, oh no, why have they done that? Or are we going to say, oh, this is a good idea? Then there's looking at the original brilliant Blake 7. I mean, Blake 7, what a series. It's something I grew up with so well. Just, well, I say grew up, it's more later 70s, isn't it? So I was a bit older. But yeah, Blake 7 always stood out for me. Let's see. Now, this is Fallout Season 3. Sorry? Yeah, Season 2, sorry. Season 2, Fallout. Yeah, again, don't know that series, but yeah. Season 2 of Fallout. There's more stuff on it there. And let's have a look. Quite a lot more so about designs, and you see all that. There's all designs on the series. God, there's loads. Even more here. Yeah. Let's move on. This. What's this? Hiss and Tell. The latest Anaconda movie. Oh yes, there's Jack Black there. There's a look at that. The Anaconda movie. Which I think is they're making a movie about making Anaconda, I think. That's the sort of thing. And oh, now we're on the review section here. A film that's had a lot of comment. Interested to see what they give it. Crikey. They've given it 5 stars. Blooming heck. It's The Bride. I've heard all sorts of talk about The Bride, but I'd love to make my own opinion on it eventually and see it. But yeah, there it is. They've given it 5 stars. So you can guess they really love it. And then you've got here a sequel, Ready or Not 2, Here I Come. And this one they've given 3 stars to. There it is, the review there. You see it on that one there. And then Scream 7, which they've actually given 3.5 stars, which I think is not bad. Not bad. And again, I've heard quite a more negative stuff about Scream 7. Is it something they need? I don't know. It's another question of all. Is it just another money grab because they know these Scream films do well? You know, is it time now to just say no, end it, please? Or, I mean, I like Scream. I love the Scream films. I do. But do we need any more? Oh, dear. I suppose as long as they're making money, they will keep doing it. And then here we've got a film which possibly will be one of the films of the year, I think. They've given it 4 stars. It is, of course, Project Hail Mary. I think this is going to be talked about a lot by end of year as one of the best films of the year. And yeah, I've never seen it. I'm only going on what people say. But it has that feel about it, what people are saying. The consensus is very favourable about it. So I would look positive. I'd love to see it. Yeah, definitely. And I think that's the major one there. Then, did you see that? Oh, I went. But actually, there's a review of Star Trek Starfleet Academy, which has been panned a lot. It's only going to get 2 seasons. They've cancelled it after, even though they've, I think, as far as I know, we're going to do this second season, or it's just been completed. But it's had a lot of negative reaction. They give it 3 stars. I'd like to just see it and see is the negative reaction justified. I don't know. It could be, or it may not be. But it has a certain look about it which might put people off from what I've seen. It's got that sort of, yeah, it could be the messaging stuff in there, and if it is, then that is not wanted now. And maybe that has helped in its cancellation, that the change that they realise that this stuff, they should give more to the fans, not what they think they should have or what society is supposedly like now and the values reflecting it on that. They shouldn't be doing that. They should just get on with the stories. Now, we've got a review of, and it's got 4 stars, Doctor Who Season 21, which is brilliant, which has just had one of those special box editions collection, Doctor Who the Collection. And there's a great review of it. And it's got 4 stars, which is really good. Because classic Doctor Who is the best, yes. I always say that, don't I? But then here we've got, these films. This is from 1971. It's got a 4K Blu-ray release. And it is Vampirus Lesbos, which were these sort of exploitation lesbian kind of films, which were produced in a certain era with vampires. The lesbian vampire thing, very popular. And then here we've got The Devil's Hand. It's 1943, and it's got a Blu-ray release, which is good to see old films. Yeah, man. There's no better than a great black and white film full of atmosphere from the 30s and 40s and 50s. Absolutely love them. And then here we've got, I've got this one in my collection. I've got another release. I think I've got a Studio Canal earlier release. It's Fear in the Night. It's a Hammer production near the end, 1972, so it's at the end of the era. It's got Peter Cushing in it, who's not a big role in it, but it's also got Judy Geeson, who's really good, and of course the wonderful Joan Collins, and just to add it, you've got Ralph Bates. Fear in the Night, absolutely wonderful. As I say, Peter Cushing he's in it. He's quite sinister, but he's not. He's not the sort of one that occupies a great deal of screen time in it. But I think it's one of those sort of lesser known kind of Hammer films that probably has been looked down on more in the past or ignored. But I think it's well worth looking at. Then we've got here. What have we got here? War Machine. It's a download. I don't know which channel that is that it's on, but anyhow, there it is. It's War Machine. And then we've got here Spaceways, a Duff effort. They don't rate that one. That's on a 4K Blumenau and Blu-ray release, 1953. I think it was sort of a children's kind of science fiction. Yeah, it's Spaceways. Then what else have we got here? Fade to Black, 4K Blu-ray release, 1980. Oh yeah, 1980. It is good to see, older films come out. And these are just our book reviews here. The usual kind of things we get. Yeah, more book reviews there. And then there's an interview with Patrick Ness, who's a sci-fi writer. There. No, actually, I said sci-fi. I think it's more sci-fi horror. Yeah. Horror fantasy. So, yeah, a mixture, isn't it? And then here we have got another book, The Last Starborn Seer. So, seer here, or seer there. Seer everywhere. Hey, back. Hey. Doctor Strange. It's obviously back in comic land. 3 stars. There we are. Doctor Strange. Right. If you like turtles, there's some Turtles comics. Teenage Mutant, and it's the Ninja Bits. I really don't know much about Turtles, but there's quite a lot of variations, I think. Yes, there we are. The Turtles. Here. Now, here we've got a release on the PS5. So it's a game, Resident Evil Requiem. I don't know if you're into games, then you might like that. I don't know. But there we are. It's one of the games for all the sort of various formats of games. And then what have we got here? A theatre, a production of Dracula. Noel Coward Theatre, London. So there we are, something different. A theatre, a production of Dracula. Looking at that. Yeah, she's good. God, I haven't been to theatre for years. Absolutely years and years. And then we go back to October 1968. And you can tell straight away, look at that, Jane Fonda in Barbarella. Classic picture there of Jane Fonda. Then look here, we've got Star Trek, which October 1968. That is there. Spectre of the Gun. Yeah, I think that's one of the Wild West ones, I think, that they did. Original series, absolutely brilliant. If you've never seen the original Star Trek series, wow, take a look. Take a look. You'd be amazed how good it is. Now, the colours and everything, it's so 60s and it's brilliant. And it's a series that they do to tackle loads of issues, and they don't preach to you. And it works well. It was way ahead of its time. Way ahead of its time. Then, look, do you remember I was on about mummies? There's a quiz about mummies. So if you are interested in mummies, there you are. All sorts of questions about mummies. Now, Next issue, Stranger Things again. Tales from H5. I think it's the animated series in next issue. Let's see. Total Recall. What's this? Jace and the Wheeled Warriors. Oh, it's when they look back at a particular series, and this looks like an animated series. Nothing to do with Total Recall, but it's just a title looking back at that. But yeah, there it is. That's it. I'm done. God, I've gone on too long, haven't I? Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed it. So, if you like this video, please give the video a like. If you give it a like, it gets it onto YouTube. It's good for my channels, so please do that. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Subscribe will let you know when I put out videos, and you can also look at all the previous reviews I've done of SFX when I put them in the playlist, and I'll see all the other things I do in my channel, and all the usual sort of retro stuff and Doctor Who and all that sort of stuff. And that's it. Yes. So all I've got to say is I'll see thee again.